Labor-ready, dependable temporary labor.
Never once did your car ask you for jewelry or flowers. Never once did it ask you if it looks fat. Or did it get mad at you for leaving the seat up? Your car always gives you exactly what you want. Doesn't it deserve something special in return?
Introducing new Armor All Protectant Wipes. Armor All Shine and Protection, now in a wipe.
The stars of Dawson's Creek, Mad TV, Sabrina, and Whose Line Is It Anyway show up to take the test with Jillian Barbary. The Test, this week, weeknights at 11 on FX.
Look, up in the sky, like a golden shower. That's one divine Johnson.
It's the miracle you've been waiting for. Son of the Beach, the second coming. This summer, all new episodes. Starting Tuesday, May 29th at 10, only on FX.
That's what I love about racing, is the sound of those engines when they're running right. It's a beautiful thing. I've been on the road so long it seems that all I can taste is the gasoline. Been on the road mile after mile.
Welcome back to Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night, the Winston, here at Charlotte. This is the Winston Open. The winner advances. Everyone else goes to a 16-lap hooligan sprint, where only one more driver will advance to the Winston All-Star Race later tonight. Getting set for the restart, Johnny Benson, Ryan Newman up front as we get the green once more.
Boy, Newman got a great start, and Benson didn't. Pulled Todd Bodine right up there with Newman. Todd looking to the inside, can't make the move, though.
Well, Benson will wheel down on the flat. Now he tries to regain momentum. Or rather, that's Spencer with a wheel down at the flat there, battling Benson for third place.
Spencer on the flat. Spencer got a wheel mark in the side of the 10 car. Spencer's on the move. 3 wide over in the back.
Well, Darryl, that second groove up there, Johnny Benson in the 10, Ricky Craven in the 32. They're moving. You keep your momentum. Keep them RPMs.
You got more grip up there, Larry. The car will come off that corner. It's got a little more grip up there right now.
But that restart cost Benson. He's in third place, 0.8 of a second behind the leader, Newman.
Well, that was that double foul restart that messed up Benson. He didn't get the good start. Newman did. Guys on the inside got the advantage. See it every week.
Ricky Rudd right there in that 28 car started 18th. He's all the way up to 9th. He's on the move. They were not happy with that race car yesterday. Brand new race car. Fat back is crew chief Michael McSwain. Lots of changes today. That race car, he's pulled by Mike Skinner, and that'll be for the 8th position.
Certainly would like to see Ricky Rudd in that 28 car in the Winston. Not anything against anybody else, but that car has such a great history here at this racetrack.
All around.
Ricky Rudd's kind of slow hand. You just don't really notice him picking his way up through the field unless we focus on it. But if the car's capable, he will get there.
Well, these races are suited to some drivers. I mean, these short sprints like this, some drivers like them better than others.
Benson underneath Todd Bodine, second place at stake.
And this is all just because he had to fight his way back from a bad restart. Down under Todd going into one. Todd's got that outside line, got the steam up off the corner, but Benson's got the groove down low and he makes the pass.
They better get going. Jimmy Spencer in that 26 car, he's all over their rear bumper right here going off into turn 3.
Last year, Spencer got up in that high line right there, and he drove it right to the front, running that high line. Ooh, what's a little higher, and I'd like to see you, though, Jim.
But Ryan Newman is waiting for no one. He's opened his lead up to 1.6 seconds.
Well, he could win this race. This is his kind of race. Like I say, he's a sprint car midget racer. They run these 30-lap sprints. You got to gear yourself up for this, buddy. You can't pace yourself here.
And, Darryl, you talked about it earlier. He knows his way around this racetrack. He holds the track record here in an ARCA car.
In the ARCA car, so he knows the fast way around this racetrack, and he's using it right now. Go, Jeff. What do you know?
Hey, guys, one of the things you need to bear in mind now, remember, his teammate, which I guess we call Rusty Wallace a teammate, or a coach, is on the pole for the Winston. He he may have gotten some information from that group.
And also, Jeff, they were one of the few cars that tested out here, and they were smiling this morning. Again, no race practice last night. They said they spent 2 complete nights, and I say night, just like what we're racing, they spent it in race trim, practicing for this race.
The guys that tested here, normally, you know, testing maybe doesn't pay off, but it sure did pay off this week because they got to do a lot of night running, and these cats are on the track now didn't get to do much.
Now, these two fellas are teammates, Dennis.
Whoa! Look out.
Well, they are teammates.
They have banged into each other on numerous occasions. And just remember, Jimmy Spencer never forgets.
And one of the people he was talking about was Todd Bodine.
That's exactly who he was talking about.
A lot of these cars facing handling problems. Practicing yesterday, track temperature 130 degrees. Right now it's under 100 degrees. That's one reason a lot of the cars are pushing or tight. More grip, the front ends won't turn.
Yeah, you get your car good in the afternoon here. We've seen it time and time and time again, and you're dog meat. I mean, you're howling at night.
Now it's Sterling Marlin trying to fight his way back. He moves underneath the 90. Marlin made a pit stop on that last caution, Dick.
Mike, and he put 4 tires on the car in that pit stop, and they also hauled the rubber out of the right rear to try to get the chassis right on it. He has won this race 3 times, but tonight he's missed the setup.
You know, in this entire field, there is only one driver I know who is not a former Saturday night short track specialist. Kyle Petty started his racing career on Daytona International Speedway in a car borrowed from his dad's shop and won the ARCA 200.
And it was the ugliest thing, a Dodge Magnum of all things.
Guys, a car on the move. Ricky Rudd, that 28 car, he just keeps on keeping on. Started 18th. It's passing Todd Bodine here. This is for the 4th position, 5th position.
And that car is really handling. I mean, it is right around the bottom of the racetrack. And remember, Dale Jarrett tested over here a couple of nights. I'm sure they shared information, shared notes, and it's paying off for Ricky Rudd. One of the fastest cars on the racetrack.
Rudd underneath Todd Bodine moves up to 4th place.
I mean, he's passing guys down on the bottom with ease. He's setting them up and getting right out. But Ryan Newman, on the other hand, is out of here.
That's the reason Mike Joy and I both thought Ricky Rudd was going for 4th. Ryan Newman's so far out front, we didn't count him.
Yeah, see, from here on back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 3. Now he's making the pass for 4th on Ricky Craven.
And we only got 8 laps to 30. So we're 22 laps, 8 to go.
Now, even though these guys, they pretty much know they're not going to catch Ryan Newman in 8 laps, but they want to get as far up to the front as they can before that caution flag. Matt Young, what's going on with our 2nd place car? And Mike, when Johnny Benson lost the lead to the 0-2 of Ryan Newman, he came on the radio and said, man, he has got some motor. And then a few moments ago, he said, James, to his crew chief, James Ince, I cannot do anything with the 0-2. He just has too much motor. James' response, just put as much pressure on him as you can. He's a rookie. Maybe he'll make a rookie mistake.
Well, it ain't working because he's not putting any pressure on him. And on the timesheet here, he just keeps drawing away.
Ryan Newman started at Phoenix last fall and Las Vegas this spring. He's running what they're calling the ABC plan, some ARCA races, some Busch races, NC, some Cup races.
And doing a good job in all of them. I feel like he's done awfully well in every series. He's won in ARCA. He's been very competitive in the Busch series. And this is a big step up to the Winston Cup right here.
Ricky Rudd is running faster than the leader. He's the fastest car on the racetrack right now, but he's got a long way to go and just 6 laps to get there.
Well, right now, he'd like to catch Jimmy Spencer. Yeah, that's what he'd like to do.
See, he can start up front in this 16-lapper and still get into the Winston, so that's his thoughts right now. Drive the wheels off of it, Ricky.
Because you know you're going to get a caution here in just a few laps, and you can get you 4 fresh tires for that 16-lap shootout.
Get you 4 Goodyear Eagles and go again, buddy.
5 laps to go. Newman has delivered the mail.
He has. He is just drawing away. I mean, what a run. That's somebody we're going to have to watch when he gets into the Winston. Because guys that come out of this race, he's been on the racetrack. These other guys haven't been. He's going to have that experience and that knowledge about the track. Big advantage.
Look at that gap back to 2nd place in only 20-some laps of green flag racing.
Ricky Rudd, though, he's still the fastest race car lap after lap. Over 170 miles an hour, 26 laps into this race.
And this is when you say, yo, crew chief Fatback, why couldn't you have had this car this good yesterday?
For qualifying. Now, let's explain what happens. After the flag falls at 30 laps, Mr. Newman, should he stay in this position, he will exit and prepare for the Winston. Everyone else, if they stay on track, they hold position. If they go to the pits, they go to the back for the 16-lap sprint. Second place, Rudd is there. He's got the spot going into turn 1. Okay, third place. Geez, Newman's so far out in front, I'm getting so mixed up here. It's third place. Second in class, maybe?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, no!
Oh, he blew up. Look out, Ricky. Don't get in the oil. Watch the oil, guys.
Caution is out.
No.
Caution's in and out.
What a shame. Poor guy. 3 to go.
Oh, the sound of silence coming across the finish line. Ryan Newman had a 30-lap race, and it looks like he's had a 28-lap power plant.
Wow.
Man, I've seen that happen before here, but it's supposed to happen on the last lap.
He had such a lead, he still led that lap right there with a blown-up motor.
Now, if that engine's still running, because caution laps don't count, he might still win this.
Yeah, but there's something, I can't imagine that he could go back to race speed.
Well, we don't know the motor's blown up. We know something's badly broken somewhere.
Now, regardless, Ryan Newman, Johnny Benson, Ricky Rudd, Darrell, these guys, I would come to pit road now, get my 4 tires. I would do it right now.
Well, yeah, he's got fire coming out the exhaust now.
Yep, but all he's got to do is Sanford and Son it around for 1 more lap, and he wins. Uh-oh.
I don't think it's going to make it that far.
Oh.
I think that big ball of fire that came out of her, that's all she had. That's all she wrote.
Oh, man.
Dear John, that's all she wrote.
2 courses shy of his engineering degree and 2 laps shy of getting into the Winston. This has always been a night of surprises, folks.
Okay.
And here's some more.
Johnny Benson, Ricky Rudd, Ricky Craven stays out. Everybody pits. I like what these guys are doing. They're on pit road now. The reason they're on pit road is they're going to have a caution in 2 laps. The winner comes out, and then we have the 16-lap sprint race. They were going to have a caution there. Get those tires now, because this race is going to end under caution.
This race has 1 lap to go.
I believe Ricky Rudd's thoughts are my car is so good that if I don't win this race, I really think that it's between Benson and Rudd, and they're thinking I got to win this race to move on. And
Johnny Benson stayed out because he will win the race. He will win the race. That was a good move, Dick Bergeron.
Pit road is absolutely loaded with race cars. So many of these guys are taking 4 tires, Sterling Marlin among them, in the hopes that somehow or another they can come through the package of 16 laps and win that sprint race. That's the second ticket into the Winston. Either win the Open or win the sprint. And all these guys have rolled the dice.
Jason Leffler needs a push to get off pit road. Ever since the Winston went under the lights here in 1992, there have been at least a couple of occasions in each race where you just sit there and say, I don't believe it. And that's what Ryan Newman is saying right now.
Boy, it is. What a shame. But what I'm as confused about what's going to happen here. Benson's going to win the 30 laps.
Got to checker it this time around.
He's going to get the checkered flag.
And Ricky Rudd and Ricky Craven, they got 2 choices. They're going to stay out there on 30-lap tires in front of cars that's got 4 fresh tires. Or they're going to stay out, or they're going to come to pit road, give up all that position. I don't like the position those 2 race cars are in.
No, I don't either. I know that Goodyear's got a mighty fine tire, and it's been proven time and time again to go the distance, but I don't know about tonight.
Johnny Benson has just banked $40,000, and for the first time ever, he will be in the Winston on NASCAR's All-Star night, and Ryan Newman, a lap from victory, climbs out disappointed. A night of surprises continues on FX after this.
Okay, every NASCAR driver is strapped in with the over-the-shoulder safety belt. On my new show, I don't put these restraints on my celebrity guests, unless, of course, they ask nicely. Take the test weeknights at 11 on FX.
Tuesday on Son of the Beach. Divine Rye goes after the ultimate prize.
Look, Ma! No Viagra!
Mark Hamill guest stars.
Where do we even find this Psycho? I'm right behind you. Don't do that!
Son of the Beach, Tuesday at 10 on FX.
Sometimes life has a way of making you feel, well, a little chained down.
But Alltel can help you win your life back with a nationwide family freedom plan for $14.95 and ask about a free Kyocera digital phone. Plus, enter today and you could win $20,000 of personal services to make your life more of a life. Alltel, the power to simplify.
Hi, I'm Mike Joins. If you're working out here, these may give you some protection. But if you've been hurt on the job, these aren't going to do much good. That's when you need to call me, Mike Joins. My partners and I are available 24 hours a day. We offer free consultations, and we'll even come to you. We know you work hard for your pay, but if you've been injured on the job, you need to call us to keep the pay coming. Big business and the insurance companies aren't going to be fair. You need the protection my partners and I can give.
Hey, race fans, go for it. Catch Winston Cup Racing live. Be there in person with Great Atlantic Travel and Tour. Day trips, overnight trips, and new drives. Ride the Race Day Express with Great Atlantic Travel. Catch the action under the lights at Richmond or other action tracks like Daytona, Martinsville, Dover, and Charlotte. Prices start at $119 per person for the best value in sports trips. It's Great Atlantic Travel and Tour. Your ticket to NASCAR. 422-9001.
Honey, are you going to get that?
NASCAR on FX, the Sports All-Star Night, the Winston. The Winston Open completed. Johnny Benson advances. Here's Matt.
Well, Johnny Benson is pulled behind the gas pumps here. A great car, but what were you thinking when the O2 blew up?
I don't know. I guess having 20 horsepower more in a Ford is okay at times, but man, I got to thank Hendricks. They do have a great engine. We just can't say what the Ford's down the straightaway. James Dents, everybody on the Valvoline Pontiac did a good job. So we're second place, and he blew up. And hate to take advantage of that, but we're definitely going to.
What adjustments are you going to make? I heard you and James talking over the radio.
Well, I mean, I think we got everybody else, at least in this field, okay on. But the other guys are going to be awful hard. So we're just going to make a couple adjustments. I mean, to make it a little bit better. I think it's pretty good. Just you know, I just couldn't stay with them, so I just held off, make sure that we were going to be okay. So just a couple adjustments, see what happens.
He said the car was a little bit tight in the center. Johnny Benson picks up his first Winston Open victory. Mike?
Now at lap 29, we saw most of the field stop. Ricky Rudd, Ricky Craven did not. But as they came around for lap 30, they came in after everyone else had already pitted. And Benson, of course, has advanced. That's why he's in and headed for the garage. Dick Berggren.
Michael McSwain is absolutely disgusted with himself and the way things have worked. He has just told his driver, Ricky Rudd, that he messed up by pitting as late as he did. He has apologized to his driver, told him that they had a great car, had a shot at it. Rudd doesn't think this thing is over, though. He may be in the back, but he's not ready to give up yet, Mike.
When I talk about a long way to go in a short time to get there, here's how they will start for the 16-lap Winston No Bull Sprint.
Let me tell you just one thing real quick. If I was Ricky Rudd and that car's as good as it is, I'd take no chances. I would put the thing in the garage, put the cover on it, made a mistake, cost me the race, save it for next week.
Mike Wallace on point with Robert Presley, then Jimmy Spencer and Todd Bodine. Kenny Schrader is back there with Andy Houston in the third row, Mike Skinner and Casey Atwood in row 4.
Now, Mike Wallace, those guys changed 2 right-side tires. Gained that track position. He wasn't going to have a chance to win this thing coming in changing 4 tires. I think it's going to be tough on 2, but heck, let's roll the dice.
Well,
it's the Winston Open.
That's a good car, and it's got a Penske engine in it, and Jim Long's a good crew chief. I've seen him run good here with Jeff Bodine. I wouldn't count that man out either.
And now we race 16 laps, win or go home.
Oh, yeah, it's just the same thing all over again, but just half as amount of time. Half as much time to get it done.
And no second chances after this one. Pace car in. Let's set to go for 16 laps. Win or go home.
Mike Mike Wallace, Robert Presley, and crowding each other down the front stretch coming to take the green flag. They want to give either one an advantage. Mike Skinner, the 31 car, all the way to the bottom here going into turn 1.
Presley's got the good line up off of 2 over there. He's got the momentum. Brings Todd Bodine with him.
Skinner up for 6, and it's the outside line that's moving.
Got to be on that high side right now on these restarts.
Now will Jimmy Spencer, if he catches Todd Bodine, work with his teammate or battle him side by side. We'll see as Spencer comes around the outside of Mike Wallace off turn 4.
Tight racing back in here right behind these guys. Everybody fighting for position.
Sterling Marlin working Casey Atwood, and Ricky Rudd has passed 5 cars.
Oh, trouble down turn 1 down here, guys. Big trouble.
1 car hard in the wall. Buckshot Jones, and Dave Marcus is also involved. Oh, Buckshot hit a ton.
He did. He turned that car turned dead right and went head on up into the outside retaining wall. That's a very, very, very ugly wreck.
Jason Leffler is also involved with Marcus and Buckshot Jones. Big hard hit, but he's getting set to climb out. He's put down the window net. That's a sign to safety officials that he's okay. Tries to get everything undone and out. And a sad break for Dave Marcus, the 60-year-old veteran. There's Buckshot Jones, who was all right.
Got on the Hans device.
Yep. He's out of that petty dodge.
Let me tell you, that kind of lick that he took, if he hadn't had that Hans device on, this is a violent lick. Watch this car right here. Watch him turn. Up the hill, and, buddy, she's not slowing down. Ooh, that's a hard lick.
Looked like he got loose, Darrell, and corrected it back, and it just shot right up the hill into the outside wall.
And there's Dave Marcus with nowhere to go, and
Ricky Craven going all the way to the bottom.
Squeezes by on the inside on the apron. Another car back here spins.
Poor Marcus, if he had turned left, he would have turned right into another car, had nowhere to go.
Heavy impact. I'm so glad he had that Hans device on. No, 1 car was the other car down there.
Jason Leffler.
A big crash, but fortunately everyone okay on the second of 16 laps in the Noble Sprint to set the final starting spot for the Winston.
NASCAR on FX with the points lead up for grabs. Young gun Kevin Harvick, reigning champ Jeff Green, and rookie sensation Greg Biffle take the dogfight to Nazareth. Foot Series Racing coverage begins tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, only on FX.
You like it fast? Get to Goodyear, where right now you'll get a $50 fast credit when you buy 4 selected tires on your Goodyear card account. That's $50 coming your way. For complete details from the retailer nearest you, call 1-800-GOODYEAR.
Even those who take the high road will face obstacles. I know you're a good driver. It's all the other people on the road.
Rock and roll has got to go.
Now get a $1,000 cash allowance or low 0.9 financing on Dodge Stratus.
This business is a lot like a marriage. With a little work and a lot of love, we've made this place a success together. And that's what partnerships are about, right? I need to be there for each other, no matter what. Of course I supported him when he asked his doctor about Viagra. I'm proud of him because he did it for us.
Ask your doctor about a free sample and call us toll-free to find out how Viagra can work best for you.
Trucks. Tougher than any panty-waist car. Hey, no one ever wrote a song about his first hatchback. The only thing better than trucks is racing trucks. So we're the official tools of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Craftsman. Make a Craftsman purchase, receive a game piece, and you could win a NASCAR Fantastic Fan Garage. Loaded with everything from a Samsung HD TV to cool Craftsman stuff.
$1 million? But I wasn't going to have it all 1 minute and then lose it the next. First thing I did was invest. You know, watches, cars, electronics. Kevin, things you can sell if you ever get in a tight spot.
What do you think, right about here?
Perfect. With all this money, I had to be smart. That's why I only keep my closest friends around me now.
My friends, right? Yeah!
Pop the top of a Coke from specially marked bottles or canned multi-packs this summer and you could win $1 million. Why not you? Why not now?
I'll never have to worry about money again.
Introducing new Armor All Protectant Wipes. Armor All Shine and Protection, now in a wipe.
Welcome back to Lowe's Motor Speedway. It is not just darkness that's descending upon Charlotte, but there is lightning and thunder, not just here on the Speedway, but not far off on the horizon. In the upper right of your screen, we've seen some lightning off in that direction. And here we are just outside of Charlotte. There's that storm moving in, and can't wait till that one, can't wait till this other one here gets here, and hopefully that will move around us.
I don't know, the hippy-dippy weatherman could tell we're going to have rain here before long.
For Ryan Newman, it was almost. He's with Matt Yoakum.
Well, Mike, Ryan Newman, the rookie, had a dominating car, but a disappointing finish. How frustrating being only so close, but yet so far from being in the big show.
I'm as much excited as I am frustrated, I guess. To be able to run up front in a race like that is just phenomenal. But, you know, this is not a Rolex. This is a race car, and I do brake. So, you know, thank all the guys at Penske Engines. I mean, it was a bullet, obviously. And Matt Borland did a great job on the setup. And, you know, we'll come back with the Altel Ford, come Coca-Cola 600, and see what we can do then.
One of the big signs of tonight, Don Miller, co-owner of this team, came up and patted him on the back, said we'll get him again next time.
I can tell you one thing. He did everything right as a driver, even saving it when it blew up like that. So a very, very outstanding performance by that young rookie.
He may not be in the Winston tonight, but it's going to be a name we're going to hear a lot about.
Oh, yeah. I bet he can't wait for next week.
He's almost certainly a future All-Star. We're here tonight at Charlotte, and we come right back here next week with the Goodies Dash Series, the Busch Grand National Series, and the Winston Cuppers to run the Coke 600 under the lights here at Charlotte next Saturday night. Here's your running order at 5 of 16 laps, and they'll get green this time by Todd Bodine, Robert Presley, Jimmy Spencer, Mike Skinner, Mike Wallace. One will advance. Everyone else gets to head home.
And Wallace's 2 tires, that wasn't a hot tip, Larry.
No, it wasn't, but we hadn't talked about Robert Presley in that 77 car going to restart second. Those guys, his pit crew, Ryan Pemberton and that group, they beat everybody off pit road that changed 4 tires. These guys changed 4 tires. I was trying to find out if they changed 2 or 4, but of the car that changed 4 tires, these guys was the winner off pit road. Great pit stop for that group.
And actually, I like the outside on these restarts. It seems to be that the outside line gets moving a little quicker, particularly down here in turn 1. So see how he fares against Todd as they go off into turn 1. Now Spencer's down there in that 3rd spot. That's been a good place to come out of, too.
Pace car is in. Let's see.
10 laps to go.
Green flag. Oh, Todd Bodine jumped on it.
Ooh, he took off. He didn't wait on anybody. He said, I got to go, boys. I don't want anybody going down the corner beside me.
Talk about these top 3 cars, Todd Bodine and Jimmy Spencer. His teammate, Robert Yates Racing Engines. Robert Presley in the 2nd place, a Penske motor. Lots of power up that top 3.
About 800 horsepower and underneath the hoods of those automobiles.
Todd Bodine had a restart worthy of Ron Hornaday or Richie Evans. That was perfect. He nailed it.
It is. That's just what you need in a race like this. Really not about having the fastest car. It's about having the best restart.
Jimmy Spencer in a 26, he runs the bottom groove in 1 and 2, which is always normally the fast way around 1 and 2, but he's definitely in that high groove when they go through 3 and 4.
And he sails that thing off into the 3rd turn, man. I mean, he's going in there probably 10 car lengths further than anybody else. This time he tries to keep it down around the bottom because he's losing a lot of time up high down there in 3 and 4.
Sterling Marlin up for 6th. Just passing Andy Houston.
That high line works really good when the tires go away just a little bit, but when you got fresh rubber on there, you need to try to hang it around the bottom as best you can.
Ricky Rudd still deep in the field, 16th. Tough sledding. There's Bodine, and there's the gap back to Presley, Spencer, Mike Wallace, and Mike Skinner. Skinner 31, battling Wallace for 4th, and Marlin is right there.
Mike Wallace really fighting those left side tires.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's giving up a lot of grip. That wasn't a bad call for that team. I mean, take your best shot, and that was their best shot, but it's not paying off for him.
Absolutely.
Todd is just pulling away. Looks like he's just a little bit quicker than the rest of the guys. Spencer's actually about the second quickest car on the racetrack.
Sterling Marlin to the outside of Mike Skinner.
Little bit of a love tap there. I'm here. I want the position.
Looks like Sterling may adjust it on his car a little bit.
Whoa! They get together. And Mike Skinner saves it. Wow.
Now that was irresistible force and immovable object. Two of the hardest driving fellas in this whole garage area.
Well, that started back here off of turn 4, and Skinner retaliated ever so slightly and almost paid the price.
I think that's the reason our camera group stayed with him.
I think it might be.
Well, it got Marlin up to 5th. But Todd Bodine is 1.1 seconds out ahead of the field.
Yeah, he's got this thing pretty much in the bag. Of course, he could be a Ryan Newman thing all over it then.
Now, watch this.
Here's what started this whole little episode.
Down the front stretch, coming off turn 4.
So thank you very much. I didn't appreciate that. And, oh, by the way, here's just a little bit of a reminder that I didn't like it.
We are very lucky we are not under caution.
Yes, we are.
Skinner's loss of momentum dropped him back to 13th, while Marlin continues in 5th. But the only position here that matters is right up where the old blue light special's running. First, it's advance or go home.
Got a clean racetrack in front of him. 3 laps to go this time by.
And nobody closing.
Trouble turn 4. Is that Marlin?
It is
very
early.
slow at the top of the racetrack.
I think he probably got a tire going down.
All right, got one timer.
Got a tire down. He couldn't get to pit road.
Probably a tire going down from the little bump together a while ago with Mike Skinner.
That would be my guess.
Could not get to pit road.
A 1.5 second lead for Todd Bodine. And a very stiff wind coming across the racetrack from turn 1 in the direction that storm is approaching.
Well, I tell you one thing, Ricky Rudd has passed more race cars in these short races than anybody else tonight, that's for sure.
He's up to 8th.
He's up to 8th place and still just picking them off when he gets to them.
You can see the flags there standing straight out. That wind is picking up. The weather is getting closer. Sterling Marlin going down the backstretch, still trying to get to pit road. Pretty much his night is over.
Yeah, he couldn't get down on account of the traffic, and by the time he could, it passed pit road entrance.
The only traffic he'll have to worry about now is out of the parking lot, because Todd Bodine is a lap away from advancing into the All-Star race. Of course, we said that of Ryan Newman.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he didn't make it back this time. Spencer looks like he's going to try to get up there and get around the 77 on the last lap.
Bragging rights. Bodine, as Marlin goes to the garage, Todd Bodine comes off turn 4.
Here comes Spencer up on the outside.
And Spencer will get second from Presley as Todd Bodine wins the No Bull Sprint. $30,000 and a transfer into the Winston.
Good for him. That team has been needing something like that, and it's good for them.
A 1-2 finish for Travis Carter with Bodine and Jimmy Spencer. Bodine won the Winston Open in 1995 and finished 17th in the Winston, his only appearance. Lots more to come on Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night. You're watching the Winston on FX.
Next Saturday on FX, it's a National League Central Division battle when Jim Edmonds and the Cardinals take on Sean Casey and the Reds. The Cardinals battle the Reds. FX Baseball next Saturday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific.
The Home Depot is driving down the cost of home improvement. Don't put off the project. Put off the payments. Now through May 31st, put 0 down, make 0 payments with 0 interest for 6 full months on any Home Depot consumer credit card purchases totaling $250 or more. So whether you've got big plans or little plans, make plans now to come to the Home Depot. It's only for a limited time, and it's another first in home improvement.
I'll tell you what, on race day, you better get it right.
You want a hands-on boss.
Yeah.
He's Terry Labonte. Terry Labonte.
Check the transmission and the drive shaft.
He's involved in every detail. Right, absolutely.
Hey, if that makes me a perfectionist, 1 more pound. So what? There's a fingerprint on the windshield.
Got it.
Hey, I'm here to win. Blue. The nose needs to be bluer.
Blue's good. Yeah, Blue's great. Very good.
You know, Dale, from sitting up there, you're going to be able to see the finish line from 20 cars back.
Excuse me, miss. Could you send that guy over there a Miller Lite?
Here you go. This is for the ladies in the bar.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Look at that guy over there. Excuse me, miss.
Sorry, Chief.
He's so cute. Okay, there's 2 of them. This is very good. Jackpot.
Looking for love? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Well, at least he's not married.
Hi, this is my house. I call it the Calhoun House of Cheddar. This is my wall of cheese. I love cheese, as you can see. Oh, boy, Cheddar England. Ground zero for us cheddar lovers.
If you love cheddar, nothing's more delicious than Wendy's Cheddar Lovers Bacon Cheeseburger.
This is my first cheesehead hat that I got from my dad.
Bacon, sauteed onions, and tons of cheddar.
The man who put the 2 E's in cheese, Dave Thomas.
Come try Wendy's Cheddar Lovers Bacon Cheeseburger.
The big cheese.
And now Wendy's pickup windows open late so you can eat great, even late.
See you later.
You like it fast? Get to Goodyear, where right now you'll get a $50 fast credit when you buy 4 selected tires on your Goodyear card account. That's $50 coming your way. For complete details from the retailer nearest you, call 1-800-GOODYEAR.
Sterling Marlin has climbed from his car, discussing things with NASCAR Steve Peterson and walking by Mike Skinner's car.
Yes, I'll see you next week, old buddy.
I don't think he was saying good job.
No, I don't either. I think that was like, yeah.
Well, Todd Bodine will advance. Matt is with him.
And he's just talking things over about what to do to this race car for the big show, the $500,000 to win. So what are you going to do?
Lower the track bar another quarter. That was the major thing we did right there in that segment and that pit stop. We've had a problem all through testing, all through practice, getting some good grip up off the corner. We've been messing with the rear shocks, just couldn't get it. I said, the heck with it, let's try something we didn't try. We lowered the track bar down, did some air pressure adjustments, the car took off. It was pretty good. It actually got a little loose at the end of that segment, so 16 laps it went loose. That's not a good thing, so we're going to adjust it a little more.
You hurt your back this morning. How is your back?
It's a little sore. In a race car, it's great. You don't, I mean, when you're strapped in that tight in a seat that's meant for you, you don't feel a thing. But got the 10s unit here, and I'm tough. I can hang out.
He's tough. He's a short track racer.
Well, we'll get him strapped back in there. That's the best medicine, and he's going to strap back in for the Winston. He is one of 2 drivers to advance into the Winston. Here's our Pontiac winning moment. It's the smoke from that Ford that allowed Johnny Benson to capitalize on what was then second place.
That's a heartbreaker.
Pontiac Grand Prix congratulates Benson and the Y-Track Attack team. Wider is better. From the No Bull Sprint, there is the payout, so the drivers who go home now won't go home empty-handed.
Look at our 4th place finisher. What a great job. Bobby Hamilton Jr. flew up to Nazareth, Pennsylvania, qualified the top 5 for the Busch Grand National race tomorrow, and finished his 4th here tonight.
Ricky Rudd, come in there. Great job.
And hopefully all of these teams gain some time at night here on the Speedway that will be valuable to them next week when we return for the Coke 600.
Good test session.
A couple of battered cars there. Buckshot Jones. That car may go back to the shop, or it may just take a sharp left off the backstretch.
Heavy hit.
Landfill.
Hard hit.
Stock Car Racing's All-Star night continues. Lots of fun and surprises for you coming up at the Winston on FX.
Hi there. Friday, Bruce Willis is a cop in the right place at the wrong time.
Mayday, mayday.
It's not the police, you idiot. It's him. Yippee-ki-yay. Die Hard, Friday at 7:30 on FX.
How you doing? How you doing? Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Jerry there?
Yeah. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? So what's going on?
You don't want to know.
If only your house could talk, what would it say?
I may be an old house, but step into my kitchen, and I'm 21st century.
Lowe's has over 250 brand name appliances, all in stock, all for prices that can't be beat, guaranteed. So you can take one with you today, or we'll deliver one to your home tomorrow.
Whoever thought I'd have a kitchen with a brain?
Lowe's, improving home improvement.
Every business can use extra help now and then. The real challenge is finding workers you can trust to do the job. With Labor Ready, you get the kind of help you need when you need it, even an hour before. Today alone, Labor Ready placed thousands of workers in hundreds of industries, from construction to catering. You can find good help these days. Labor Ready. Dependable temporary labor.
4 identical cars. 4 identical engines. Only one running on new Haviland, our latest triumph in Haviland motor oil technology. And what difference does that make? Not only do you get unsurpassed performance, but tests show that with new Haviland under the hood, you get better gas mileage. Haviland. Add more life to your car.
Buy 12 quarts of Haviland motor oil and get this die-cast collectible for just $5.99 while they last.
For nearly half a century, one event in NASCAR has separated champions from all the rest. NASCAR's most challenging event, the Coca-Cola 600. A limited number of excellent seats are still available, so call today and be a part of an American classic.
This May, make Charlotte your ultimate race vacation destination. Lead into the big race with a week-long festival. Tour all the NASCAR race shops and enjoy other exciting events at Charlotte Motor Speedway. We can even help you find a hotel room. Call 1-800-455-FANS today.
It all seems so easy here. So easy. But it happens so fast. Oh, here we go. Whoa, don't look back. Man. Oh, that baby is down. And I see a little smoke coming off them flames. Woo, she's hot. Get him, boy.
And we're gearing up for the main event. Gordon, Jarrett, Wallace. You'll see him in the Winston here coming up. But, hey, the lights are on and everybody's home. Last night we didn't have enough light. Now there's lightning in the distance, threat of rain, and the wind picking up just a little bit. Before we have driver introductions for the Winston, let's get caught up and head down trackside to a guy who never forgets and a guy who never remembers. I get that. Kristen Berger.
Thanks, Chris. In the last 4 years, Jimmy Spencer has finished second, fourth, second, and third in preliminary events to the Winston. Had he won any of those races, he would have qualified. Jimmy, how frustrating is this?
Well, you never get the big cheese, you know. I mean, that's what it's all about. You got to win a Winston Cup race to get in, and at least they give us a consi to try, and I've always come up short in that consolation, but just didn't run good tonight, Dick. Very poor. We made a lot of changes to the car from last night because it wasn't good last night. It wasn't good yesterday afternoon, and we just missed the setup pretty bad. No practice at all. Really hurt us. The guys that tested did good, and you know, that's one time that I think that NASCAR really made a mistake by not being able to let us practice. You know, I mean, they shortened the events up, which that's true, but it also hurt you pretty bad. It really hurt our Kmart team, and oh well, we'll be watching here shortly at home.
And you did a good job behind the wheel with an ill-handling car. To Matt.
Well, Dick, Elliott Sadler makes it into the big show, the Winston, by winning his first career race back in Bristol back in March. $500,000 to win. This is kind of like South Boston on a Saturday night.
This is what it's going to be. It's like a little shootout, a little 30-30-10, and, man, anything can happen. That's one great thing about this race. You cannot predict what's going to happen. Something special happens every year that the fans remember, and hopefully the 21 car will be involved in it this year. So looking forward to a good race. No pressure on us, so we'll see what happens.
Didn't you predict at the Bristol when you won there that you'd come here and win?
I was kind of excited, but we can do that. Nobody's expecting us to do it, so if we don't back it up, people say, well, and then if I do it, it's like, well, he said so. So that's the way I look at it. But, you know, we're going to do the best we can. We might try a little different pitch strategy in the second 30 lap and see what happens, but we have nothing to lose, so we're looking forward to having a good time tonight.
Well, the team that he drives for, the Wood brothers, won the Winston back in 1996, Chris.
All right, thank you very much. Elliott Sadler will start 18th, so 21 cars in the Winston. Johnny Benson is in after winning the Winston Open. Todd Bodine is in after winning the No Bull Sprint. As you get a look at our location, we always have the best seat in the house here at the Hollywood Hotel. Jeff Hammond has a good little parking access item here to help get us close. Hey, what are we going to see? And by the way, no Open winner has ever gone on to win the Winston. So what kind of race will we see tonight based on what you've seen here in the last hour or so?
Well, so far it's no holds barred. These guys are beating and banging. And just remember one thing. They were just racing for $30,000 and $40,000. There's a $500,000 here worth of money to be grabbed up here in these final 3 races. So these guys are going to start pushing and shoving pretty quick.
All right, on the Winston, there is no active driver who has won more than 2 Winstons. Jeff Gordon has a chance to match Dale Earnhardt with a victory and have 3 career Winstons. And as we get a little bit closer to that race and the driver introductions, the crews are gearing up, and we're hoping the weather will hold off for an all-star night of racing that will be capped off by the Winston. Don't go away. A lot of excitement ahead here on FX.
Hey, I think these guys might be prime candidates for the road rage test. It's on my new show where 4 celebrities get all fired up weeknights at 11 on the test. It's on FX.
It's an all-new episode of Son of the Beach. Tuesday, it's Good Johnson.
I better change the air freshener on the Porto John.
Versus Evil Johnson.
You like it rough.
And an evil leader wants to destroy the world with a deadly virus. Special guest, Jerry Springer. A tale of 2 Johnsons.
That's really hard to swallow.
Son of the Beach. All new episodes return Tuesday, May 29th.
It's coming sooner than you think. A sight like no other. Truth shall become lies. Lies, the truth. History, intensity, the hellfire, and brimstone. Judgment Day is upon us.
WWF Judgment Day is in demand. Presented live by RC Cola, Sunday, May 20th. Visit WWFJudgmentDay.com for more details.
The best movies, the most variety, the biggest stars. You'll find them all on Cinemax. There's the exclusive Hollywood premieres with the most movies and widest variety of hits on pay TV. Cinemax delivers like no one else. I rule. With the fewest repeats. Always uncut and commercial-free. You get it all on Cinemax. The best, the most, the max. Current customers, free upgrade. Get Cinemax and more Max for only $7.95 more per month for 3 months.
Nero is the big boss man. With Archie as his right hand. There ain't a crime, no way that they can solve.
Don't cry, wolf. Cry, hero, wolf.
On Cox Cable, Channel 28.
FX welcomes you back live to Lowe's Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. We're waiting on the Winston. Johnny Benson and Todd Bodine have joined the star-studded lineup, and we'll have the driver introductions in just a moment. You know, earlier today here at the Hollywood Hotel, Air Force General George Williams stopped by. He had 2 stars sewn on his shirt there and everything. He stopped by to say hi to the guy who went up in an F-16 earlier this year. That guy, of course, Jeff Hammond, our sidekick, who in his rookie year as a Fox announcer has done everything from riding. You know, he likes that bull steering thing or whatever he calls this. Well, hang on, Jeff. All right. And wrestling a bull. And then he also, as we mentioned, went up in a jet. And this week at the Richard Petty Racing Experience, he was at Lowe's Motor Speedway. And we're going to go to that in a moment. But before that, he was at the Concord Fire Department.
At the Hollywood Hotel, safety is first. So in an effort to make sure we get the right kind of safety, I've asked an expert, my brother of all things, Rodney Hammond, member of the Concord Fire and Safety Life-Saving Crew. And he's going to teach me how to come out of that window in case we have to get out of the hotel and I need to help some of our visitors. Woo, I hope that's not going to be me, Rodney. On below. On rappel.
All right. All right, brother, I really do appreciate it. It's been a lot of help. I got to get back to Hollywood Hotel. Okay. Come on out and see me, okay? Okay, enjoyed it. All right, buddy. All righty. See you later. Okay.
Not only can Jeff climb down a wall, our former crew chief can do what drivers say crew chiefs really can't do, drive a race car at the Richard Petty Racing Experience here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Jeff left his love for wrenches for a love of driving.
Daryl, you know, we're always talking about the driver's perspective. I want to be able to help you. Yeah. And I want to learn. I want to go to driving school and track. I want to be able to talk to you about it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need to get somebody that knows how to win races, win some championships. Yeah. You know? Yeah. You know the guy?
I know just the guy, my friend.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So do I. If you're not a NASCAR driver, but you want to be, the only place I know to come to learn how to drive is Richard Petty's driving experience. And the best guy in the world to learn from, believe it or not, the king himself, the champion himself, and not Darrell Waltrip, but Richard Petty. How you doing, Richard?
Doing great, man.
How's business?
Well, so far so good, as long as you don't bring back a wreck.
No, I'm not here to do that. That's the reason I come to you. I want you to help me out here. I'm trying to understand the driver's side. I think I got part of the crew chief figured out. If not, I always got Larry Mack to help me out. But Darrell is always coming at us with what the driver knows. I want to understand about the driver's side.
Well, now, once you run Richard Petty driving experience, you'll be able to go back and argue with him and tell him.
That's what I want. That's what I want to be able to do.
Okay.
You can help me out. Okay. All right, well, let's get it done.
You think you're going to be a race car driver?
No, but I want at least to understand what they think.
Good luck.
All right, starting on the pole, the 43 Dodge Cheerio Top Secret, Jeff Hammond.
Jeff Hammond go nearly 60 miles an hour, up 160.
That ain't bad. First time, huh? You can tell Darrell you've done it now, and it ain't all that big a deal.
No, it's just a little walk in the park.
That's what I say. Nothing to it.
Nice work. It's nice to have the king, huh, guy? You know, that, hey. By the way, women, everybody can try that Richard Petty driving experience. It's safe. They'll go to whatever speed you'd like. Don't worry, I'll try it.
Even you. Even
me? Really? But I want to know, how come it's so easy? How come you didn't do that? How come you became a crew chief?
I like working with challenges, and Darrell Waltrip is a challenge. I enjoyed working with him.
Hey, Darrell, what kind of driver would Jeff Hammond have been?
Well, at least he could finally find a car that he didn't have to argue about whether it handled right or not.
Hey, now wait a minute.
He had the autograph signing down pat. He had the crowd wave thing down pat. All the important things.
Yeah, Richard told you everything that you know about racing, but he didn't tell you everything that he knew about racing.
That's true, and I understand
and I am in the same boat.
Uh-huh.
But you know what, guys? Something's wrong here. The man has wrestled cattle. He's jumped out of windows. He's been to the Playboy Mansion, and now he's driving a race car, and we're just stuck up here in the booth like last night in the dark.
Well, Larry, that's the one time he was thrown off. He handled the bull okay of the Concord Fire Department of the car, but at the Playboy Mansion, he was speechless.
Yeah, I was speechless.
No, here he was. Wow.
I learned that from you, Darrell. I learned that from you.
Doing something wrong.
That's when he became a gaper.
That's right.
And that's the difference.
You got it, buddy. I was a gaper that day.
That's the difference between being in the, they're this way. The Hollywood
there you go.
And being up here. An expert analyst would not say,
wow. How do you say it? Twiddle-dee and twiddle-dum.
Hey, Larry, remember I said I was going to use you and help you. I mean, where's the love, brother? Where's the love?
Crew chief fraternity. All right, the Three Stooges will be back later to call the Winston, and we can because we care. We're going to be saying wow when Jeff Gordon, Dale Jarrett, and guys like Tony Stewart hit the track for a lot of cash. That's coming up here on FX. Don't go away.
NASCAR on FX
with the points laid up for grabs. Young gun Kevin Harvick, reigning champ Jeff Green, and rookie sensation Greg Biffle take the dogfight to Nazareth. Foot Series Racing coverage begins tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, only on FX.
1-800-CALL-ATT presents Stranded.
So how are we getting home?
Good question.
Hop on in, guys.
File this under never. Need a ride? Dial down the center. 1-800-CALLATT and save big bucks on every call.
I live with my mom.
Use 1-800-CALLATT for collect calls.
All across the country, people have places to go, things to do. So they go Midas for total car care. Need an alignment? We do that. Air conditioning? We do that. Brakes? We do that. Oil changes? We do that. Batteries, too. Of course, mufflers. And we do all that with our certified technicians and our nationwide guarantee. So for total car care, who does it all? Midas. We do that.
Cheez-It, made with real cheese.
Oh, Becky, look. There's the Big Dipper, and there's Orion.
Daddy,
Uh-huh.
who turns off the stars at night?
Nobody. They're on all night.
So how come we never see them from home?
Discover the world through a new set of eyes. Go RVing. Visit an RV dealer or call for a free video.
FX welcomes you back as Steve Park will start 16th. We're working our way towards driver introductions of the All-Star race. There's Jeff Gordon, who is, again, trying to win this for the third time in his career, win the Winston, and you see the clouds in the background. The test with Jillian Barbery. You saw her in our pre-race show during the Space or Race Odyssey. She acted a little spacey, didn't she? 4 celebrities, 10 questions, 1 outrageous half hour. And I kid Jillian because I care. It's Monday through Friday nightly at 11 Eastern and 11 Pacific time right here on FX. She's a good sport and we'll be enjoying the Winston on FX. We'll try and beat the weather, beat the rain. So stick around. You don't know what's going to happen. The good news is the lights are on here at the Winston.
How would it do at Bristol? England?
The sleek 200 horsepower Chevy Monte Carlo SS. Green. The side you show the world is up to you.
Introducing new Armor All Protectant Wipes. Armor All Shine and Protection now in a wipe.
Winning the $1 million prize was exactly what I needed to discover my true calling, acting. Oh, how can I forgive you after what you did to me?
It's really good. Thanks.
Well, I found the people in Hollywood really smart and helpful.
You're adorable. What's your name?
Kimberly.
Oh, no, honey. We gotta change that name.
Pop the top of a Coke from specially marked bottles or canned multi-packs this summer and you could win $1 million. Why not you? Why not now?
I'd even do a commercial if I had to. This business is a lot like a marriage. With a little work and a lot of love, we've made this place a success together. And that's what partnerships are about, right? I need to be there for each other, no matter what. Of course I supported him when he asked his doctor about Viagra. I'm proud of him because he did it for us.
Ask your doctor about a free sample and call us toll-free to find out how Viagra can work best for you.
FX welcomes you back. Racing under the lights, the Winston here. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the defending champ. Jeff Gordon chatting with, is that Jeff
Tony
Gordon?
Stewart.
With Tony Stewart. They really do enjoy each other. A star-studded night here. Speaking of stars, Matt Yoakum is with Tony Stewart, who is starting 4th in tonight's race. Matt?
Well, he and Jeff Gordon are talking about some goings-on at the Speedway in Indianapolis, but what about tonight?
This is WWF version, or NASCAR's version of WWF wrestling, so it's fun. I mean, I'm pretty excited about it. This is the first time since we came here in May of '99 that I've had a car that's drove this good. So, you know, hopefully we made the right guesses and can get this thing to turn really good. But you know, Greg Zipadelli and all the guys in the Home Depot team, they weren't over it with a fine-tooth comb last night with generators and power plugged in by generators. So it's just a matter of going out and seeing what we can do this first segment. And, you know, once we get through that, we'll make the adjustments that we need to go through the rest of the day.
This is kind of like a short track race for the Indiana boys, maybe Winchester, whatever. Jeff Gordon in the truck Nexus, he just jumped out. He's going to head over with Brooke to driver introductions. Let's go back to Chris Myers.
All right, thanks very much. And Jeff told us when he visited the Hollywood Hotel in our pre-race show that he was a little disappointed that they didn't get that extra practice session in last night because of the power failure, and that'll make things a little bit crazy, a little bit more wide open. 21 cars, 70 laps. These are the superstars of the sport. Under the lights, we're glad to have it for you here on FX. Winston Kelly has driver introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the Winston? It's time. NASCAR's All-Star Race has arrived. 21 of the best and brightest stars of the NASCAR Winston Cup Series are set to do battle in the 17th running of the Winston. This exclusive group includes the 17 winners from last year and this year, 2 former NASCAR Winston Cup champions, plus the winner of tonight's Winston Open and the Noble 5 Sprint. 70 laps, 2 30-lap segments, and a 10-lap shootout. There are no limits. There's no bull. Now let's meet the drivers and crews who'll do battle at the Lowe's Motor Speedway tonight. Starting 19th, the crew of the Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, number 15, Napa Chevrolet. The gas man is Jeff Miles. Warren Brazel's the catch can man. On the windshield, Chris Pasatino. The jack man, Robert Rootmiller. The front tire changer, Chris Crumley. Mike Logan's the front tire carrier. The rear tire changer, Greg Osborne. Sean Ward carries the rear tires. The crew chief is Scott Eggleston. And the driver, the winner of the 1996, the Winston, out of the Winston Open, from Owensboro, Kentucky, Michael Waltrip.
Starting 18th, the crew for the Wood Brothers, number 21, Motorcraft Ford of Elliott Sadler. The gas man is Henry Benfield. Butch Moracle is the catch can man. Mike Hartman on the windshield. Tony Martin is your jack man. The front tire changer is Mike Smith. The front tire carrier, Dwayne Colvard. The rear tire changer, Jay Guarneri. The rear tire carrier, Troy Prince. Let's meet the crew chief, Pat Trison. And your driver from Emporia, Virginia, Elliott Sadler.
Starting 17th, the crew of the number 25 UAW Delphi Chevrolet of Jerry Nadeau. The gas man is Danny Robinson. The catch can man, Scott Nichols. On the windshield, Gordon Gibbs. The jack man, Tim Whalen. The front tire changer, Shane Parsnow. The front tire carrier, Steve Linyaw. Tony Hams, the rear tire changer, and the rear tire carrier, Joe Clutch. The crew chief is Tony Furr, and the driver out of Bakersfield, California, Jerry Nadeau.
tonight, the crew of the Dale Earnhardt Incorporated #1 Pennzoil Chevrolet Monte Carlo, driven by Steve Park. Mike Bodick is the gas man. John Perino, the catch can man. On the windshield, Eddie Naraki. Walt Smith is your jack man. Front tire changer, Kelly Kellis. Billy Sutphin is the front tire carrier. The rear tire changer is Mike Atwell. The rear tire carrier, Chad Walker. Crew chief is Paul Andrews. And your driver from East Northport, New York, Steve Park.
Starting 15th, the crew of the #8 Dale Earnhardt Incorporated Budweiser Chevrolet of Dale Earnhardt Jr. The gas man is Kevin Eagle. The catch can man, David Lippert. Brian Krams on the windshield. The jack man, Jeff Clark. The front tire changer, Tony Urey Jr. His carrier, Danny Earnhardt. The rear tire changer, Steve Wolf, and his carrier, Bill Snyder. The crew chief, Tony Urey Sr., and the driver and defending winner of the Winston from last year from Kannapolis, North Carolina, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Starting 14th tonight, let's meet the crew for the #12 Mobile Ford, driven by Jeremy Mayfield. The gas man is Chris Fulsaka. The catch can man is Dave Collins. Windshield, Tim Harris. The jack man is Scott Wood. Jeffrey Baker is the front tire changer. Doug Spees carries the front tires. Rear tire changer, Jeff Fabian. Rear tire carrier, Dwayne Trammell. The crew chief is Peter Suspenzo. And the driver from Owensboro, Kentucky, Jeremy Mayfield.
Starting 13th, the crew of the #17 DeWalt Tools Ford of Matt Jensen. The gas man is Benji Grubbs. His catch can man, Mark DeMarco. On the windshield, Todd Millard. The jack man is Jeff Vandermoss. The front tire changer, Phil Dry. The front tire carrier, Ed Young. Dave Smith changes the rear tires, and the rear tire carrier, Brian Dunaway. The crew chief, Robbie Reiser, and the driver from Cambridge, Wisconsin, and defending winner of the Coca-Cola 600, Matt Kenseth.
Starting 12th, the crew for the #55 Square D Chevrolet of Bobby Hamilton. The gas man is Barry Price. Charlie McDonald is the catch can man. On the windshield, Kevin White. Jerry Painter is the jack man. On the front tires, Andy Silver, the carrier. Jason Sheets, the rear tire changer. The rear tire carrier, Randy Rice. Your front tire changer and crew chief, Jimmy Elledge. And our driver from Nashville, Tennessee, Bobby Hamilton.
Starting 11th, the crew for the #88 UPS Ford of Dale Jarrett. The gas man, Steve Allen. The catch can man, Rick Coulson. The windshield, Kevin Stemperis. Barry Muse is the jack man. Your front tire changer, Mike Trower. Darren Jolly carries the front tires. Kevin Gilman's your rear tire changer. The rear tire carrier, Jeff Knight. The crew chief is Todd Parrott. The driver, the 1999 Winston Cup champion out of Hickory, North Carolina, Dale Jarrett. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with your top 10 tonight.
NASCAR on FX is brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse, by Budweiser, by Dodge, and by Goodyear.
Americans love power. And they love their high-performance Briggs & Stratton engines. That's why just about every neighborhood in America is a Briggs & Stratton neighborhood. Briggs and Stratton. The power that works for you.
I'll let your machine get it.
This is Mike. Leave a message. Hi, this is Jim's video calling. 2 videos. Camp Cleavage and Undercover Babes are overdue again. Please return those as soon as possible. Thank you.
Think we got a 4th. Getting the guys together, grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Camp Cleavage and Undercover Babes.
You guys need a hand there?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long day.
When you need help with your air conditioning, count on your Bryant dealer.
Got some problems.
He'll help you save money, too, with Puron, the environmentally sound refrigerant. Whenever, wherever, whatever it takes.
It's not for sale. No.
Some things are just too good to let go of. That's why there's Valvoline Max Life, the first motor oil formulated for higher mileage engines. Max Life conditions use seals to help prevent leaks and helps you hold on to your car for a long, long time.
Don't even think about it.
Valvoline Max Life. And for a simple way to keep your tires looking great, use Eagle One Wet Tire Shine.
The stars of Dawson's Creek, Mad TV, Sabrina, and Whose Line Is It Anyway show up to take the test with Jillian Barberie. The Test, this week, weeknights at 11 on FX.
It's an all-new episode of Son of the Beach. Tuesday, it's Good Johnson.
I better change the air freshener in the Porto John.
Versus Evil Johnson.
You like it rough.
And an evil leader wants to destroy the world with a deadly virus. Special guest, Jerry Springer. A tale of 2 Johnsons.
That's really hard to swallow.
Son of the Beach. All new episodes return Tuesday, May 29th at 10.
FX welcomes you back as we are meeting the drivers and their crews getting ready for the Winston. There's Dale Earnhardt Jr., who won last year. Let's continue with the top 10 introductions.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's meet the top 10 starters for tonight's running of the Winston. Starting 10th, the crew for the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet of Jeff Gordon. Jeff Craven is the gas man. The catch can man is Jason Burdett. Tony Gibson on the windshield. Chris Anderson is your jack man. Front tire changer, Tony Gant. Front tire carrier, Craig Currione. The rear tire changer, Shane Church. And the rear tire carrier, Steve Hart. The crew chief is Robbie Loomis. And the driver, 3-time Winston Cup champion, 2-time winner of the Winston from Vallejo, California, Jeff Gordon. Starting by the crew with the number 9 Dodge Steelers Dodge Intrepid of Bill Elliott. The gas man is Rodney Rhodes. The catch can man, Derek Jones. On the windshield, Barry Swift. The jack man, Mark Jacobs. The front tire changer is Andy Thurman. Ryan Biscaglio carries the front tires. Jim Pohlman is the rear tire changer, while Heath Cherry carries the rear tires. The crew chief is Mike Ford. And the driver, the winner of the 1986, the Winston, and 1988 Winston Cup champion out of Dawsonville, Georgia, Bill Elliott. Starting 8 tonight, the crew of the number 6 Roush Racing Pfizer Viagra Ford of Mark Martin. The gas man is Doug Newell. The catch can man, Jonathan Davis. Chuck Good is the windshield man. On the jack, Scott Radel. Front tire changer, Robert Benfield. Mark Full is the front tire carrier. Rear tire changer, Sean Parker. Bobby Sutta on the rear tire, carrying those tires. The crew chief, Jimmy Finnig. And the driver from Batesville, Arkansas, winner of the Winston in 1998, Mark Martin. Starting 7th, the crew with the number 5, Kellogg Chevrolet of Terry LaPronte. The gas man is Brad Pickens. His catch can man, Kelly Pryor. Darrell McDonald on the windshield. The jack man is Dave Denning. Murray Tim changes the front tires. Brad Demon is the front tire carrier. Mike Bumgardner's the rear tire changer. Jason Gay is the rear tire carrier. The crew chief is Gary Dehart, and the driver, a two-time winner of the Winston and two-time Winston Cup champion out of Corpus Christi, Texas, Gary Labonte.
Starting sixth tonight, the crew for the number 99 Citgo Ford of Jeff Burton. Donnie Ratledge is the gas man. The catch can man is Bobby Christensen. On the windshield, Steve Wedvick. The jack man is Chuck White. The front tire changer, Mark Hollywood Armstrong. The front tire carrier is Mike Brill. The rear tire changer, Todd Foster. The rear tire carrier, Chip Good. Your crew chief is Frank Stoddard. And your driver from South Boston, Virginia, Jeff Burton.
Starting fifth, the crew from the number 22 Caterpillar Dodge of Ward Burton. The gas man is Tony Anderson. The catch can man, Gary Warren. On the windshield, Jimmy Rollins. Rodney Fetters is the jack man. Tony Wallace changes the front tires while Trent Bruce carries them. The rear tire carrier is Mike Brown. The crew chief and rear tire changer, Tommy Baldwin. And the driver out of South Boston, Virginia, Ward Burton.
Starting fourth tonight, let's meet the crew for the number 20 Home Depot Pontiac of Tony Stewart. Jeff Gooch Patterson is the gas man. Brian Larson, the catch can man. On the windshield, Chris Spider Gillen. The jack man is Marcus Bonacelli. On the front tire, changing it, Mike Lingerfeld. Carrying it, Dean. The rear tire changer is Jonathan Sherman. The rear tire carrier, Jay Barry. Crew chief, Greg Zippadelli. And your driver from Rushville, Indiana, Tony Stewart.
Starting third, the crew for the number 29 GM Goodrich Chevrolet of Kevin Harvick. The gas man, Danny Chocolate Myers. The catch can man, Coy Hedrick. On the windshield, Rich Burgess. Mike Moore is your jack man. The front tires, the changer, Mike Kaluka, and his carrier, Jerry Haley. The rear tire changer, Ron Otto, his carrier, Steve Lawrence. The crew chief, Kevin Hamlin, and the driver out of Bakersfield, California, is Kevin Harvick.
Starting second tonight, let's meet the crew for the number 18 Interstate Batteries Pontiac of Bobby Labonte. Peter Gellin is the gas man. Derek Jennings, the catch can man. Ray Bolin on the windshield. Jason Lee, the jack man. Front tire changer, Jeff Chandler. Front tire carrier, Todd Meredith. The rear tire changer, Barry Cook. Alan Copley is the rear tire carrier. The crew chief is Jimmy Makar. And the driver, defending Winston Cup champion from Corpus Christi, Texas, Bobby Labonte.
Starting on the pole, the crew of the Miller Lite Ford of Rusty Wallace. Your gas man is Doug Ingold. The catch can man, Jason Poole. On the windshield, Nick Giambruno. The jack man is Rob Jones. Your front tire changer, Bill Wilburn. Mike Goins is the carrier. Robbie Fuller changes the rear tires. The rear tire carrier, Keith Mance. And your crew chief, Robin Pemberton, the driver out of St. Louis, Missouri. He won the 1989 Winston and went on to win the Winston Cup championship, Rusty Wallace. And your your winner from the Winston Open just a few moments ago. He drives the Valvoline Pontiac as his crew comes out in front of him. He hails out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. He'll start 20th tonight in car number 10, Johnny Benson. And starting 21st tonight in car number 66, he just transferred in by virtue of his win in the Winston No Bull Sprint. He hails out of Chemung, New York, and drives the number 66 Big Kmart Ford, along with his crew. A big hand for Todd Bodine. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the 21 stars of NASCAR that'll do battle momentarily in the 17th running of the Winston.
All right, you've met the drivers and the crews behind their cars. In just a few moments, you'll see them in action, on the track, under the lights, with 21 cars, raced 70 laps with $500,000 going to the winner. The Winston on FX is next.
1-800-CALL-ATT presents Stranded.
So how are we getting home?
Good question.
Hop on in, guys.
File this under never. Need a ride? Dial down the center. 1-800-CALLATT and save big bucks on every call.
I live with my mom.
Use 1-800-CALLATT for collect calls.
There they are. There they are. There they are. Grandma! Hey, Ma. Hello. How you doing? I'm okay. Just a little busy. Where's Stanley?
How will you make your money last when you retire? Conseco offers a wide variety of retirement products that can help. Conseco, step up.
You like it fast? Get to your Goodyear retailer, where right now you'll get a $50 fast credit when you buy 4 selected tires on your Goodyear card account. That's $50 you'll save right on the spot. Qualifying tires include selected Goodyear Eagles, Goodyear Wranglers, and the new AquaTread 3. The $50 fast credit offer, only from Goodyear. For complete details from the retailer nearest you, call 1-800-GOODYEAR. I know you're a good driver. It's all the other people on the road.
It's better to be safe than sorry.
If a thing is worth doing, it's worth doing well.
Now get a $1,000 cash allowance or low 0.9 financing on Dodge Stratus.
This year, the entire season unfolds on Plot Network. Fox.
FX is glad to have you along for the ride. Concord, North Carolina, just north of Charlotte. The very best from NASCAR, battling it out in a series of fast-paced, high-priced races, back-to-back 30-lap races, finished off with a 10-lap race. Rusty Wallace on the pole. Let's think of it as a 2-minute drill or the shot clock. You'll see a star-studded cast. As Jeff Hammond is with us at the Hollywood Hotel, we have a terrific view out of Turn 4 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Well, let's talk about this. You know, it was nice to meet the crews, the guys behind the scenes. They're also on the spot in this fast and furious race for more than $500,000.
Oh, I'm just so elated right now that they took the time to take the opportunity to show how good these guys are. Yesterday, pit stops, that's what got Rusty Wallace the pole. Tonight, they're showing these guys. These are teams that are very much intricate as far as this whole operation, and from week in, week out, we always talk about the driver, the driver, the driver. Tonight, Winston, Charlotte Motor Speedway, Lowe's Motor Speedway, however you want to put it, they're taking time to recognize these guys. It just does my heart good because I love these guys. That's where I came from, and it's about time.
It'll be nice to see them operate. Of course, much of the cheering went to Dale Earnhardt Jr., the defending champ. He's with our Dick Berggren. Dick?
Won this race as a rookie last year, calls it his biggest victory of his entire career. Hey, the crowd's all jazzed up, your crew's all wound up. How about you? You having a good time?
I can barely stand it. I'm going to have to get this thing started before I explode. I'm ready to go. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's a great race. I wish they were all like this.
How hard you going to run tonight?
We're going to run as hard as we can all night, but we got to be in one piece from the last 10 laps, but it's on in.
All right, good luck. That's with the pole sitter.
Well, Dick, the black and blue deuce of Rusty Wallace on the pole. Rusty, a short track shootout. Can you begin to describe the excitement tonight?
Well, there's going to be a lot of excitement, no doubt about that. Just going to have to drive hard and hope the car handles good because we lost all our happy hour practice. And we took a big guess at it. And I hope it works out.
Well, he's won this race one other time back in 1989, guys.
Well, hi, top Charlotte Motor Speedway. Mike Joy with Darrell Waltrip and Larry McReynolds, the 1985 winner of the Winston and the two-time winner of the Winston. What does it mean to have won Stock Car Racing's All-Star event?
Well, let me tell you what, T. Wayne Robinson, this is his brainchild. He was the guy that thought this up, and he wanted to do something for the fans, something that would excite the fans. And so they came up with this All-Star event. Let me tell you what excites me. Tonight it's $500,000. Folks, that's $500,000 to win this race. I won it in 1985. I got $200,000 measly. I won the championship and everything in 1985. Only got $1.2 million. These guys are racing for $500,000 tonight. That excites me. I don't know about anybody else.
That money wasn't measly then or now, but Larry, the crew chief, gets a chunk of that. The crew does too. You get a lot of bragging rights to go with it. What did it mean to you to win this?
Well, you know, I was a part of winning 2 Daytona 500s, but those 2 Winstons in 91 and 92 with Davey Allison, that 28 car, no way to describe. And the feeling you get when that crew rolls that car out on the pit road, and it's 70 green flag laps. And I'm like Jeff Hammond. I'm so glad they give those crews and crew chief recognition because there's going to be a lot on their shoulders before that last 10-lap run.
Darrell, you won this race in daylight. Larry, you won it once in the day, once in the night. Darrell, what does it mean now to have this race focused under the lights?
Well, it just is another element of excitement. The cars, the paint jobs, everything about the cars tonight, the sparks, everything it takes to get people excited, we got it all right here tonight under the lights. Even, I don't know how they do, but they got the sky lighting up around here. I mean, that's amazing.
There is storms all around us, but not right here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Saturday night racing is special, whether it's at your local quarter-mile short track or here in Stock Car Racing's big All-Star night. There's something about all the action being focused right under the lights, the sparks flying, the crowd cheering, the flash bulbs popping, and you can hear the excitement begin to build as we're ready to start Stock Car Racing's All-Star event. Let's go trackside.
The moment we've been waiting for, the Attorney General for the state of Carolina to give the command, Roy Kutter. Gentlemen, start your engine.
Engines fire, window nets in place, steering wheels attached, shoulder harnesses and chin straps tugged on. We're just minutes from happiness.
And look at these cars now, because this is the best they're going to look all night long.
Finally, we're set for the running of the Winston. Stock Car Racing's All-Star Night on FX rolls off next.
have 4 choices.
Discount Auto Sound got me a killer system for the best price.
Choose our certified installers.
My system, how?
Choose the best products.
I got exactly what I wanted.
Choose the best prices.
I always save lots of cash.
So when your car stereo needs a tune-up,
I'll never go anywhere else.
go here.
We'll match or beat any advertised or unadvertised price, period.
Choose Discount Auto Sound.
There's a place where things are still under control, where you're still in charge, where there are people to help, who listen, who still believe in solid relationships, real values, and the power of the truth. Beach Ford, Barton Ford, Lincoln Mercury, the total package, the right vehicle, the right dealership, your automotive connection, here to help you get just what you want, just the way you want it.
Beach Ford, Barton Ford, Lincoln Mercury.
Remember when? It's back again. Shrinking inks reduced to 1/3 their original size. Watching them shrink is half the fun. Just color, cut, and bake. We have everything. Giraffes, bats, bears, and our mascot, Snorky the Dragon. Enough to make necklaces, keychains, magnets, hair accessories, stand-ups, and more. Shrinking inks are just plain fun.
To receive your free sample today, call 1-800-831-1805. That's 1-800-831-1805.
Drivers can lose anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds sweating during a race. That's nothing. Some of my guests dropped twice that sweating out the fidelity test. Take the test weeknights right here on FX.
FX is ready to rock for 70 laps. 1 race, 3 segments. And tomorrow, Kevin Harvick moves from here to Nazareth, Pennsylvania, where he'll share the front row with Tony Raines for the NASCAR Busch Series race. Steve Burns up in Nazareth, Pennsylvania to bring the action on FX tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Time.
And these boys are rolling off here. It won't be too long now that they're going to drop the hammer on these things. Everybody's got those special engines in there for this race.
And let's have a look at the Castrol starting grid for the Winston. Qualifying was a pit stop and then 3 fast laps. The combined time, the total time, put Rusty Wallace's team on the pole, Bobby Labonte outside. Kevin Harvick in his first Winston. Tony Stewart starts his 3rd. It's the 6th trip to the Winston for Ward Burton, and for younger brother Jeff, 7th time in NASCAR's All-Star tilt. Terry Labonte, 2-time winner, starts his 16th Winston. Mark Martin, the 98 winner, is in this event for the 12th time. Bill Elliott, 16th Winston. He won it in 86. Jeff Gordon, the 95 and 97 winner. Dale Jarrett, the runner-up last year, and Bobby Hamilton in his 4th All-Star event. Matt Kenseth, an All-Star rookie. Jeremy Mayfield, 5th in 99. It's his 4th try. Dale Earnhardt Jr., last year's winner with the very same car, and Steve Park in his 2nd Winston. Jerry Nadeau, 2nd time for him. He was 4th last year. Elliott Sadler, a rookie in the All-Star race. Michael Waltrip in his 9th Winston, the 96 winner. Johnny Benson in his 1st, and Todd Bodine, his 2nd All-Star race. Segments 1 and 2, 30 laps each. There'll be an invert. After segment 1, that means some drivers will be inverted and start at the reverse of where they finished. And then segment 3, let it all out for 10 laps, and there's $1.2 million at stake. Fireworks in the sky for sure, thunder and lightning. Fireworks on the track to come. We'll be right back for the start of the Winston.
Richard Petty holds the record for most NASCAR victories in a season. Pretty impressive. But the real question is how many celebrities can survive my new half-hour show, The Test, weeknights at 11, only on FX.
The Home Depot is driving down the cost of home improvement. Don't put off the project. Put off the payments. Now through May 31st, put 0 down, make 0 payments with 0 interest for 6 full months on any Home Depot consumer credit card purchases totaling $250 or more. So whether you've got big plans or little plans, make plans now to come to the Home Depot. It's only for a limited time, and it's another first in home improvement. Introducing the all-new Silverado Heavy Duty. The most powerful heavy-duty pickup you can get. Silverado Heavy Duty. More truck from Chevy.
This business is a lot like a marriage. With a little work and a lot of love, we've made this place a success together. And that's what partnerships are about, right? I need to be there for each other, no matter what. Of course I supported him when he asked his doctor about Viagra. I'm proud of him because he did it for us.
Ask your doctor about a free sample and call us toll-free to find out how Viagra can work best for you.
4 identical cars, 4 identical engines. Only one running on new Haviland, our latest triumph in Haviland motor oil technology. And what difference does that make? Not only do you get unsurpassed performance, but tests show that with new Haviland under the hood, you get better gas mileage. Haviland. Add more life to your car.
Buy 12 quarts of Haviland motor oil and get this die-cast collectible for just $5.99 while they last.
1 lap from the start of the 17th annual Winston Stock Car Racing's All-Star Tilt here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, just north of Charlotte, North Carolina.
So many unknowns. Track temperature here a little after 9 o'clock. 94 degrees. These guys practice race practice, which did practice race practice at almost 130 degrees track temperature.
8 onboard cameras for your enjoyment during these 70 laps. This is the 17th annual running of this event.
Doesn't seem like it's been that long.
Well, only 4 drivers have been in 16 of them. Dale Earnhardt, 3-time winner, Darrell Waltrip, Bill Elliott, and Terry Labonte each start their 16th Winston tonight.
Yeah, this is the first Winston that myself and, of course, Dale hadn't been in. So it's kind of a sad night for me, not being out there with the guys. I'd like to feel my adrenaline as high as theirs is right now. My heart rate up about where theirs are. This is a special race, and it requires special effort out of the team, the driver, the crew chief, the pit crew, everybody.
NASCAR Winston Cup racing is the most popular form of racing in America today, as judged by you, the television audience, and the number of you that tune in each week. And these are the best drivers that you see each week. But instead of 400 or 500 miles or laps, tonight it's just 70 laps, 3 short segments. And somebody goes home with $500,000 and somebody goes home unhappy.
Oh, yeah, there'll be some tempers flare up here before we get too far into this event, I bet you.
I promise you, the only sparks we see will not just be the ones from underneath the race car.
Nope, they'll be flying all over the place.
Pace cars in, fans are on their feet. Here we go for NASCAR's All-Star Race. The 17th annual running of the Winston gets the green flag. And Steve Park, boy, real loose on the start, almost spun.
A bunch of guys did. Jeff Burton got in the back of Tony Stewart and turned him sideways. Oh, car's sideways. All the cars are loose down in the corner. The track is wet. It's Gordon, Michael Waltrip, Kevin 29 car. All these cars are wrecking because I believe it might be raining down there.
And the rain is coming even
raining.
harder.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What a way to start this event.
For some drivers, what a way to end it.
Unbelievable.
They waved the green flag. The sky opened up. Harvick, shower of sparks up in turn 3. And now it's pretty well pouring here in Concord. There is Kevin Harvick's damaged car. Jeff Burton won't make it back to pit road. Jeff Gordon walks away.
See him wearing the Hans device.
NASCAR stock cars compete on tires that have no tread, cannot tolerate a wet track. When the green flag waved, there was a very, very light drizzle falling, but not enough to dampen the racetrack and cause loss of traction.
Well, watch these guys. Even on the start, watch them, Larry. There's a couple of them. Tony Stewart right in here. He gets run into back of by Jeff Burton. A bunch of guys didn't get going all that well. I think they were spinning their tires.
Yeah, watch Steve Park right there in that one car. Look how loose he gets.
See Tony Stewart get all sideways there because Burton got into him, and these guys are all over the place. They get down here to the corner, and everybody starts up the hill. I mean, everybody's loose. There goes Harvick.
Rusty Wallace all but hit the wall.
Rusty was so lucky. Watch Park back here, and if you can...
Right there.
See, he can't get going. He's just spinning the tires and does everything but spin out.
Yeah, we thought he spun the tires from acceleration, but obviously the racetrack was getting damp already when
I believe it must have been. I think there must have been enough moisture on the racetrack that they just couldn't get any traction.
From All-Star to all-weather.
Michael has had a tough weekend here.
Uh-oh.
Nowhere for him to go.
Oh, boy. Right into the side of Jeff Gordon. That was a hard lick for Jeff and Michael.
From Bobby Hamilton.
Just gets through.
Good job on Bobby's part of avoiding that.
And centered on Jeff Gordon.
Like the back end just come around. He got into Burton. Just not enough grip down there. It looked like...
Boy, what a lick right
He'd
there.
hit him hard.
Wow.
Yeah, and unfortunately, hit him back here in the back. Didn't get him in the driver's door.
Caution laps do not count.
Well, this event has never been uneventful. There's always been a controversy surrounding this event. Tonight, Mother Nature has something to do with it.
We're under caution after one lap here at the Winston. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Mr. Morrison. How are we? Good. Let's have a look at your chart, shall we? You know what I want for my birthday? I want one of those lawnmowers you sit on. What? Oh, that. It's nothing. You'll be fine for a while.
What if doctors treated you
Got at least 2 or 3 weeks before anything major happens.
the way you treat your car? Pet Boys treats cars right. Save 10% off our already discounted deluxe preventative maintenance package.
You like monkeys?
All you need to know is where to go. Pet Boys.
I used to be afraid of doing any home projects myself.
I couldn't do anything.
Then I discovered the Can-Do wood care system from Flood. Thanks to Flood's top-notch finishes, tons of support, and a no-catch, no-questions guarantee, I refinished my deck with amazing confidence. So much confidence, in fact, I took on a few more projects.
Wood care you can do with the Can-Do wood care system, only from Flood. How wood should be treated.
She's a real beauty. And she never bugs you about spending so much time with the guys. She never complains about you watching football. She thinks a little gas is a good thing. Maybe she isn't a she after all. Here's to the perfect relationship. Here's how to keep it that way.
Broadband technology is revolutionizing telecommuting. It's up to 50 times faster than your standard modem, so you can download a 100-page multimedia presentation while you upload your socks.
Get inside the live racing action with RaceCast. Any driver, every lap. Only at NASCAR.com. America Online keyword, NASCAR.
It's raining on our parade here on NASCAR's All-Star Night, the Winston at Lowe's Motor Speedway, Concord, North Carolina.
And you know something, Mike? This is a special event. It's the Winston. These people came here to see all these stars run tonight. And I tell you what, they went in that first turn. The track was wet, obviously. They ought to be allowed to go over there and get those backup cars out. Everybody's got one here tonight. Go over and get them out. It's raining. Let's get them ready to race.
Well, we've not completed a lap, and here's the reason why. You see Stewart, and you'll see the yellow car, Steve Park, get way loose on this initial start of the race. And then down in turn one.
See, it's up here even. Tony Stewart was turned sideways. Burton got in the back of him there.
And down to turn one, everybody's searching for grip. I don't know how Rusty Wallace found enough to stay off the wall. Look how close he came.
It looks like the guys that had that inside line were a little better off than the guys that got up a little high.
Maybe could have been just a little drier down.
A little drier down low where the cars have been running around.
Jeff Gordon trying to get woed up
on the outside, and of course the back end starts around, and he doesn't have any control whatsoever.
And Jeff Burton's just a victim. Everybody's a victim, and I agree with you, Darrell. We've taken the green flag, so be it.
Yeah.
It's a special event, special rules. Let those guys unload a backup car.
If they got one ready to race and they could do it, I'd say go do it, boys. Make them start in the back if that's what you want to do, but they need to be in the race.
A quick look at the rules and the entry blank would not permit a backup car, but the rules for this race are special. You can work on the cars during a red flag, but there's that line, EIRI, except in rare instances. This is one of them.
It is, I think. Mother Nature.
Dick Berggren?
Well, I'm with Rusty Wallace. How did you get through that thing and still have a whole race car?
Man, I don't know. I was the first one to the corner, and I should have been the first one through all the rain, and I was. And when I got going on the restart, I went up and smoked. The rear tires were lit up real hard. And I drove it real hard into one, and when I went down there, it just took off. It went dead sideways and slid up the bank, and I just back steered it clear up the top of the hill. And once I got it straight, I looked in my mirror, and I saw everybody spinning and crashing. So it was a lot wetter than we thought it was. When I looked at it, I didn't think the track was wet, but it was way wet.
When he first got out of the car, he said he felt like Steve Kinzer. Let's go to Matt.
Well, Dick, Michael Waltrip has climbed from his car. This race always seems to have a little bit of controversy. Did we start it too soon? Was the track a little too wet?
I mean, we got to turn one, and 20 of the best race car drivers in the world all about wiped out. I mean, in NASCAR's haste to put on the show, it seems as if, perhaps, we started the race on a wet track, and the Napa Chevys tore up. I'm not too pleased about that. But I guess in this big-time world of stock car racing, the show must go on.
You know, I'm being told that you might have an opportunity to pull out your backup car and race your back. You know, we're going to lobby for that.
Let's go for that. DW, what do you think? Corky?
No, it's official now. I'm being told it's official. We don't have to go lobby. You can get your backup car.
Oh, good. I don't need DW. Corky, pan around there at my car. Look at the way that the Napa Auto Parts Chevy, Klausner Furniture,
don't forget anybody,
Ritz Crackers, Coca-Cola, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, Chevrolet is torn all to pieces. Corky, did you pay him? Because I was reading stuff off my uniform. I didn't want to miss anything.
Our director, Artie Kipner, says you're not allowed to direct the camera. That's his job, directing the camera.
I'm just... You know, Darrell, my mama always taught me to take the high road instead of the low road. And on the first part of my interview, I was a little bit on the low road, but I rebounded, and now I'm taking the highway around. And just thank all my sponsors and hate it for my guys. It's a bad weekend for Mike.
Now, your team is always prepared, but how about that backup car? Is it ready to come off the truck and make a few adjustments and go green?
Yeah, definitely. We'll be ready to go tomorrow when they race.
Well, let's go over and get it right now. Let's go.
All right.
We'll go to Dick Berggren while we're going to walk over. Come on, Corky. Let's go over and get the backup car.
All right, well, Bobby LeBon is here. He doesn't need a backup car. What do you think? Is that fair? Let some of these guys have backup cars? You got through it.
I don't guess in some cases really matters here. I mean, it's not a points race. It's nothing like that, so I guess anything can go right now.
How about you? How did you get through all that stuff without damaging this race car?
I got a bad start and probably a little slower by the time I got there than Rusty and the 29 car. So, you know, maybe that helped out a little bit. Plus, they were on the bottom. I was already on the top side. They slid up. I'm already there, letting off a little bit because I looked like it was going to rain a little bit more than it had been. So, you know, I don't know how we missed the 29 car. I mean, that was a little bit close. But Kevin, he did everything he could. And Rusty was up there, too. And I didn't see behind me. I just wanted to get out of there.
Good thing you weren't watching behind you. Let's go to Chris.
All right, thank you very much. With Jeff Hammond in the Hollywood Hotel. Corky, the cameraman, getting more airtime than Jillian Barberie here on FX. It's been a crazy weekend. I can't wait till we actually get back to racing. But the question is, what about the backup cars, Jeff? I mean, as a former crew chief, this is a test of guys who really paid attention to detail in terms of that reserve car.
Well, this is something these guys go through every week. This could very easily be a situation where final practice, getting ready to qualify, whatever, and all of a sudden you have a miscue during a normal race. Right. You've got to be able to reach up there and pull that car off, warm it up, run it through inspection, and get it on the racetrack in the last 10 or 15 minutes. If these guys are ready, in 15 minutes, they can be on the racetrack.
Now, as we're seeing your car being pulled out here, do you face the same problems with a normal inspection as you would with a backup car? Are there other little things maybe that normally you wouldn't worry about, thinking you're not going to need this right away?
Well, one thing that they will not have time to do is probably detect the engine. But what NASCAR will do, they'll say, okay, guys, understand, at the end of this race, we will tear this engine down to make sure you're not trying to slide one in on us. And so it'll be a situation like that. The templates may not get on the long one wheel. A lot of the little templates may not get on these cars, but you got to understand something else. These cars have not had the fine tune put to them like the ones they just got through wrecking. So I think it's going to be a nice balance, and I'm glad to see them do it.
So hear about that little black book that you crew chiefs have. Now, I guess this is really where you open that thing up?
That black book was opened up a week ago. This car is prepared basically just like the one you unloaded here on Friday. It's prepared to qualify. So this car it should be pretty much a mirror image of it. So you'll do whatever you did right quick, whatever the time they give you to work on the car. If it keeps raining, obviously you'll get more time to work on the car. But if they say, hey, 15 minutes, guys, you got to be on the line, you're going to do what you got to do and let it go.
All right, you saw the rain falling. We're in a delay here at the Winston. Let's go with Dick Berger, who's standing by with Dale Jarrett. Dick?
Dale Jarrett has found the ultimate place to stay dry. He is still inside his race car. Well, you guys didn't get very much practice. They had to cancel a lot of it last night when the lights went out. Now we got rain going to wash the racetrack down. What do you figure is going to happen when the green flag comes out?
Well, if it's still wet down there, we're going to have more of the same. That was unfortunate for the guys that got involved there, but racetrack was really slick, and there's no telling what's going to happen out here once we get a dry racetrack and really get to go racing. I think it's going to be rather exciting, at least these first 30, because nobody really knows what their car is going to do. So we'll see what we can do with that and then adjust on it, and that should make the next 30 and that last 10 real exciting.
Now, we got some guys that didn't make a lap. NASCAR's letting them take backup cars out of the hall. They're going to put them on the racetrack, go race with you. Is that okay by you?
Yeah, that's all right by me. I mean, this is a different race. You know, this is a winner's race. And, you know, it wasn't their fault the racetrack was wet. You know, they sent us to go racing. And I can't say it was NASCAR. You just didn't realize the track was that wet. Plus, by the time we got back down there, it had started raining. So, you know, I think it's an unfortunate situation, and I hope everybody can get their cars out and come be a part of this big race.
We're looking forward to all that. Let's go to Mike Joy.
Here's the situation. As the green flag fell, so did rain in turn 2, and several cars crashed. The race went under caution. Caution laps do not count, and now the race has been halted. It has not been postponed. Show you another look at it here. And NASCAR has taken a very rare step of allowing the teams that crashed to bring out backup cars, send them through the inspection line, and because we have not completed a lap, they will reform the lineup, and then we will go racing. This storm shower is expected to blow through, and we are hopeful of getting this event in tonight. There are the cars that wrecked in the wetness at turn number 2.
See, most of these guys that got cars in the trailers for the 600, most of these guys came over here to test it or whatever. They've got a backup car, and so they're ready to go on the racetrack. Probably a car they were going to run next week. And you can see the rain on Rusty's windshield right over here. He comes down to start the race, and you can probably, if you might be able to hear the engine when he stands on it. Hear that? Hear the tires spin?
Rear wheel spinning.
Look at that thing. Oh, loose, slide. Look at the windshield over here. See the water running up the windshield? Look over here.
Well, that's why that line is in the rule book and on the entry blank. EIRI, except in rare instances. This is a rare instance. We told you to be a night of surprises. Stay with us.
With the points lead up for grabs, the dogfight moves to Nazareth. Busch Series Racing coverage begins tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, only on FX.
If your house could talk, what would it say? I'm the house I am because of the tools he uses. Look at him. He even looks like a pro. The tools you buy at Lowe's are the ones the professionals use. Names like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Porter Cable. Because Lowe's understands the value of the right tool for the right job. No wonder I'm the best-looking house on the block. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
1-800-CALL-ATT presents Stranded.
So how are we getting home?
Good question.
Hop on in, guys.
File this under never. Need a ride? Dial down the center. 1-800-CALLATT and save big bucks on every call.
I live with my mom.
Use 1-800-CALLATT for collect calls.
All across the country, people have places to go, things to do. So they go Midas for total car care.
need an alignment? We do that. Air conditioning? We do that. Brakes? We do that. Oil changes? We do that. Batteries, too. Of course, mufflers. And we do all that with our certified technicians and our nationwide guarantee. So for total car care, who does it all? Midas. We do that.
Sorry, Nippy. You'll give in before I do.
Have a bud for my friend? Yeah, sure.
NASCAR on FX is brought to you by Budweiser, with the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. This Bud's for you.
Defending champion of the Winston, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Here's what he saw as he drove through the wetness of turn 2. And Dick Berggren is with Dale Jr.
Well, what was it like behind the steering wheel going through all that?
It was the craziest thing I ever saw. All them cars sliding up the racetrack. I was just trying to hang on to mine. Hopefully nobody come down the track and hit us, but it's a shame, man. I didn't think it'd be, I don't know whether it's wet or what, but I don't think, me and Matt was just talking, I didn't think it was going to be any problem, but apparently it's been raining enough to get slick down there, and it sure was.
Now, you don't have much dirt track racing, but it's a lot like this. You know, tail end gets hung out, give it a little bit of gas. What do you think? You want to try some dirt stuff?
Yeah, we'll have to free mine up just a little bit if we're going to run in these conditions. I pushed through it, so if we get the back hanging out, I might feel a little bit better.
Okay, let's go to Matt.
Well, Dick, in a race where normally we think we've seen everything, but tonight, have you ever seen this?
This is odd. We're going to try to take advantage of it. We got a lot of work to do. Our backup car is a really good car. It's won a bunch of races in the past, but it's got a really old engine in it. So for us to be competitive, we're going to change engines. And if we can't get out in time, then we just won't get out. But we're not going to go if we can't be competitive. So we're working and changing engines. We're going to recruit every bit of help we can get, and we're going to try to get it done.
When did you notice that it was too wet?
On the front straightaway, Tony Stewart really had trouble getting going, and I ended up hitting him. He couldn't get going that much, and I thought that was odd. And when we went into one, I could see in front of me things weren't pretty. So that's just a bad deal. I mean, NASCAR does a great job of getting the track dry and clean every single week. Just this week, it wasn't ready. It looked ready to me. Mark Martin just told me it looked ready to him. It just was wet for some reason.
How long will you need having to change that engine?
Well, we got to go through tech, too. So as much trouble as we have getting through tech sometimes, it might take a while. But I don't know. We could probably be ready in about an hour and a half or so. And it's still raining a little bit now. I have a feeling that we'll be doing this thing tomorrow, so we'll be okay.
Well, this is the type of situation when something bad like this happens, you see everybody pitching in from a multi-car team.
There's Sean Parker from Mark Martin's team, and a lot of the different, there's Frank Stoddard, the crew chief, and a lot of the different folks from Roush Racing trying to get this done.
Yeah, they can change that engine in about 45 minutes, an hour max, and it's going to take that long to drive the racetrack, so I think they're going to be fine.
But you know, Darrell and Jeff jump in here. What I want to point out is these 4 race cars, Michael Waltrip, Kevin Harvick, Jeff Burton, and Jeff Gordon, it's not like they're going to be at a tremendous disadvantage. None of these race cars really got to practice in race condition. And you heard Jeff Burton say they're bringing a good race car out, and I don't blame it. I put my best motor in there. But you know what? They also have information from that Winston Open, what this racetrack was a little bit like. They can make adjustments on these backup cars based on what this racetrack was like, especially Kevin Harvick for his teammate Mike Skinner and Jeff Burton for his teammate Kurt Busch.
Talk about a shot in the dark, though. That's what we have here tonight.
Well, we see it happen a lot, though.
Yeah.
We see guys get in record cars, jump in a backup car, and qualify without ever being on the racetrack.
Jeff Hammond, wouldn't you like to have a chance to make an adjustment on your car based on what you've seen in the Winston Open?
Absolutely. And if you notice right there particularly, there's Ben Leslie, Sean Parker. I saw Jimmy Finnick. You know, you got 4 crew chiefs in there working on this car to get it ready. So all these guys right now are pulling their information, and Jack's the only guy they're missing right now as far as working on this car. So, you know, I'm sure he's sitting at home right now saying, gosh, I wish I was there. But I'm sure Frank Stoddard, he right there is getting instructions from the NASCAR official of what they need to do. So I don't know if they're telling them right now they can't change an engine, but, you know, they're working on it really hard to try to get it done.
Jeff Gordon's wrecked car being taken apart. Let's check with Dick Berggren.
Well, so far we've had some fireworks, we've had thunder, we've had lightning, we've had rain, we've had a huge crash. Matt Kenseth, this is the Winston. What else could happen tonight?
I don't know. It's been pretty crazy there. The 20 car missed a shift or something in the beginning, and he was on the outside lane. I was on the inside, and we started going past them all, and went into one, and everybody started wrecking, and I didn't really know why, and I slowed down early, and I almost wrecked, and I figured out why. It was either wet down there or there's oil down there or something, and it was pretty slick.
Have you got any idea what your race car is like, or did this whole thing just happen too quick to even guess?
No, I don't really know. It was so slick down there you couldn't tell. You're just sliding around. So normally you'd think you'd have an advantage. All these guys pulling out backup cars, you'd think you'd have an advantage over them. But we don't have any laps in our stuff either because we didn't get any night practice, and neither are they. So we're kind of back to the square one, starting over.
Okay, so everybody's in the same level playing field. That's the way NASCAR likes it.
All right, about 4 minutes into this engine change on the 99 of Jeff Burton, and all his uniforms are Roush Racing working there. They'll get that car up on stands and get everything unhooked and get it out. Darrell, you folks with Dygaard hold the record for engine changes.
Well, we could change one in about 11 minutes. Buddy Parrott was the crew chief, and David Ilp was involved, and that was back in the time when you could change engines during the race. So we got where we had quick couples on the oil lines, quick couples on everything. I blew an engine at Martinsville, came into the pits, changed the engine, and got back out and finished 10th.
Wow. Tony Stewart's car being hauled back to the garage.
Well, this is a situation where I believe this is what might happen now. Some of these guys are going to say, okay, they're working on their cars. They're changing their cars. We want to be able to change ours.
And that's legal to do under the rules for this race, under the red flag.
Got no problem with that. They never got a practice session.
Look at this guy right here in the Motorcraft uniform right here. That's Lynn Wood with the Wood brothers, but they use Roush Motors. He's down there trying to play his role in helping with this motor change. They look like they're just about ready to lift this motor out of Jeff Burton's car.
Now here's news. They may change Tony Stewart's engine. They're concerned about what could be a valve spring problem, and so they brought Stewart's car into the garage, and they may change an engine or some components of it.
And this is the only race that we run where you can work on your car under a red flag condition.
This garage is going to look like a swap meet here in a few minutes.
It definitely could be the domino effect.
Yeah.
And it's drier in the garage.
We'll be right back.
It's a Son of the Beach summer with all new episodes. Tuesday, it's Good Johnson.
I better change the air freshener in the Porto John.
Versus Evil Johnson.
You like it rough.
Oh, I've never seen Notch act so weird.
And an evil leader wants to destroy the world with a deadly virus.
Ebola virus and the bubonic plague. We call it the Ebonic plague.
Are you tripping?
Special guest Jerry Springer, A Tale of Two Johnsons.
Two Johnsons? That's really hard to swallow.
Son of the Beach. All new episodes return Tuesday, May 20th.
Coming sooner than you think. A sight like no other. Truth shall become lies. Lies, the truth. We history, intensity, the hellfire, and brimstone. Judgment Day is upon us.
WWF Judgment Day is in demand. Presented live by RC Cola, Sunday, May 20th. Visit WWFJudgmentDay.com for more details.
Why is a big executive in such a small chair? Because I want to grow my child, not just my business. Because I always put my family first. Because I can always unwind later and watch some TV. Because Cox Digital Cable lets me watch just about anything I want, when I want.
With Cox Digital Cable, you'll get over 240 channels, more than ever before, plus all your local stations. So no matter how much you put into your day, you'll still get more out.
Toyota Tundra 4x2, 1,000 cash back. Toyota Tundra 4x4, 1,000 cash back. Tundra Access Cabs, 1,000 cash back. Powerful Tundra V8s, 1,000 cash back. Get a Toyota Tundra now and get 1,000 cash back from Toyota. It's the only full-size truck built to Toyota quality standards. Now with 1,000 cash back. But don't wait, because it ends soon. See your Toyota dealer today.
NASCAR driver is strapped in with the over-the-shoulder safety belt. On my new show, I don't put these restraints on my celebrity guests, unless, of course, they ask nicely. Take the test weeknights at 11 on FX.
Welcome back to Stock Car Racing's all-weather night. The Winston Lowe's Motor Speedway, just north of Charlotte. Well, the folks are having a little fun while they wait out the track drying, and the rain is just about stopped now. The jet dryers are at work all the way around the speedway and along pit road, which the asphalt takes on a glow from the rain. Last night was pretty bizarre. There was no accident. There was no power pole accident. A transformer blew. Parts were replaced. And while we sat in darkness, they tried to fire it back up and couldn't. Power was restored about 1:15 this morning here at the Speedway in the greater Concord-Harrisburg area. So it's been quite a wild weekend so far. And now for Jeff Burton's team, about 8 minutes into this engine change. The weather seems to have moved through, at least for a while, so we're hopeful of getting the track dry and getting us back racing. We're right about here, and the weather kind of moving on past us, and let's hope we can get back to racing here before too long. Matt?
Well, Mike, two-time Winston winner Jeff Gordon still has high hopes for a third, but what happened? I mean, you're a dirt track ace. You couldn't even save it?
Oh, I tried. That thing went sideways so quick, I didn't know what happened. And I stood in the gas, and it just turned right back. And I think I clipped the 9.9, then I hit the wall, and it tore that race car up really bad. That was unfortunate, you know. It didn't look like it was raining that hard when we took the green, but, boy, when we got to one, it was coming down hard and tore up some race cars. But, hey, this is the Winston. You know, it just gets more and more interesting all the time. We're able to get the backup car out, and, you know, who knows? Maybe we can go out there and win with the backup. Wouldn't that be a story?
That would be a big story. You've had a lot of interesting and exciting moments in this race.
Well, I mean, everybody has interesting moments and exciting things happen. Even if you don't see it, there's exciting things happening because you've got your hands full. It's one of those races where you put everything out there on the line. Every restart, every time, you know, every line you take is critical, you know, to whether you're going to win this race. And so, you know, it's unfortunate that happened, but at least we get the opportunity to get another car out and, you know, maybe we can do some good. The biggest thing we want to do is learn something here tonight that we might be able to take into next week.
This is not your 600 car, but would you like to change the engine if you had a chance?
Oh, yeah, that engine now in that in the primary car was an awesome engine. I mean, that's the type of horsepower you got to have to win this race. Our backup engine is good. We'll find out if it's going to be good enough because it's not raining right now. I don't think we have time to change it.
Still optimistic, even without the motor they want to run, Mike.
The track would like to think they can dry this place in about an hour or so. Now, here's Tony Stewart on the start. That little fishtail there in second gear. Did it hurt the motor?
I don't think so. That didn't sound like excessive RPM to me. Maybe it spun the tires a little bit, but sure didn't sound like it hurt the motor by any means. How about, Dick, what are they saying down there?
Well, I can tell you that there's an engine on the ground in front of this car. The engine hoist is there. The toolbox is there. But here's the guy that's got the answer. Coach Gibbs owns this car. What's going on?
Well, I don't know if I have the answer or not. The problem is when the race started, the car broke loose. And Tony said, hey, I buzzed it. In other words, I posted the tack at 10,000. When you do that, you have a good chance of hurting the motor. And so now we're stuck. We're trying to say it's going to take a good hour to change the motor. Do you gamble and do that? You know, or do you put him back out there with a car with a potentially hurt motor in it?
And the gamble is not getting it done in time?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Well, a whole bunch of folks are in a big powwow here. Jimmy Maycar, Greg Zippidelli, Mark Conquest, the engine builders, Steve Peterson is here. This is quite a collection of people trying to make the decision as to whether this engine should be changed or not. And the decision will come momentarily.
Larry, if they over-rev the motor, are there tests they can perform there to see if any damage was done before they commit to pulling it out?
It would be hard. I mean, they could pull the valve covers and maybe check to see if a valve spring is broke or something. They even have what they call a borescope, where they pull a spark plug out of the cylinder, and it's a little light and an eye that goes down in each cylinder, and you look at the pistons and things like that. But Darrell, you know, what he's seen buzz the tires. When he accelerated from 3,500 RPMs where they started to race, the rear wheel spun and the RPMs came up. Let's listen to it. There it was. You heard it. And, you know, again, it only did it for just a split second there.
You know what? He started in first gear. That's what he did. He had the car in first gear. If you notice, his shifting was way up here, and he shifted back he spun the tires because he had the car in first gear.
And normally you restart in second gear at a racetrack this size.
But again, the only thing you got to worry about is if he tagged the piston hit the valve. That's what they worry about. You float the valves, and the